Okay, so I'm just going to do another example of the previous ones I was doing. So if we want the probability, it's between two scores. So here's our mean, 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviations, 3, so 2.8 is here somewhere. And negative 1.3, so that's negative 1, and negative 2, so negative 1.3 is there somewhere. In order to work out that, what we're going to need to do is find everything below 2.8. Okay, this whole yellow shaded region there. And then subtract from that everything below negative 1.3. So we're going to subtract the red ones, okay? That's how we're going to do this one. So it equals the probability that Z is less than or equal to 2.8 minus the probability that Z is less than negative 1.3. Now, I want you to do this one using the tables to see if you get the same answer. I'm actually going to do it using my calculator. So in order to do that, I'm going to go shift 1, 5, and 1. So P of 2.8. I'm going to go close the bracket. I'm going to go minus. I'm going to go shift 1 again, 5 again, 1 again. So P again because we want less than. Negative 1.3. You can use the minus button there, it still works. You don't need to close the last bracket, but I will. And there's our answer there. It equals 0.900639. So have a go at doing that one on the table. I would expect you to get close to 0.9006. There could be a rounding error. That's okay, as long as you're very close to that value, that's fine, okay? Now we're also going to look at quartiles, deciles, and percentiles. So basically this is doing the same process but in reverse. So for the standard normal distribution, find the median. Okay, that's really simple. The median is 0. Okay, it's right in the middle. It's the same as the mean. It is 0. From our table, we'd find the value that gives an answer of 0.5. So let me show you that on the table. Okay, right there, 0.5, so 0.0000 is our solution. Okay, so the answer is 0.5 on the table. So the median is 0.00, or just 0 is fine. Okay, finding the lower quartile. So the lower quartile is quarter of the scores will be below it. So we want the value in the table that gives us 0.25. Now it's going to be down here somewhere, so we are looking at the negative numbers in the table. Okay. Now 0.25, if we look around, right down low, sorry. 0.25. Now we've got two here that are very close. This one is just slightly above 0.25 and this one is just slightly below. So you need to look at which one's closer. This is like 0.0014 above. That's 0.0017 below. So this one is closer. So we've got a negative 0.6 over there, and if we go up to the top, there's a 0.07. So negative 0.67 is our answer. Let's just put that away for a minute. So the probability that Z is less than negative 0.67 would give us something close to 0.25. Okay. 92nd percentile, the same thing. If you look up in your table, I want you to do this. What you should get is an answer around about 1.41. I'm not going to do that for you. I'll just tell you that we want the value in the table where it's going to be 0.92 is the answer. It's going to be right up high here somewhere. Oh, just to shade this one, sorry, negative 0.67 is around about here because that's 0, that's minus 1. So just there is 25% of the scores. Okay, so that's our first quartile. This one, 92%, is going to be up here somewhere. Okay, so 92% there. Now, percentiles are kind of a fun thing, I think. often, I had a baby a couple of years ago, so people look at babies' growth in terms of percentiles. And sometimes you'll come across people that are possibly showing off, I'm not sure. They're talking about how tall their baby is. And they'll say they're above the 100th percentile. Now, in actual fact, that is not possible. The 100th percentile is the tallest baby ever in existence. We can't find the 100th percentile really. It doesn't work that way. Nobody is taller than the 100th percentile because nobody is taller than the tallest person in existence. The top of the scale is often 99.7-ish for the obvious reasons, 3 standard deviations. And they're probably above there. So they probably have a very, very tall baby, but they can't be above the 100th percentile. It's one of my little buggy things. Okay, so we're going to shade the top 15% of scores on the normal distribution. So again, we need to look up in our table, and what we'll find in our table, we want to find this value here that gives an answer of 15%. Well, not 15%. Well, we need 15%, yes. But we want 15% at this end. So we actually don't want 15% here. We want to go 1 minus 15%, or 100% minus 15%. Oops. Okay, so we want to know where it equals 0.85. You've got to be a little bit careful when it says the top 15%. Now, if you look up in your table for that, the number you're going to find is 1.04. Now, I don't think your calculator can do this as far as I know. So standard deviation, or z-score, of 1.04. So here's the middle, there's the mean of 0, here's a z-score of 1. It's a little bit above that, and that's the region that we're shading.